Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up? What up? What up? How you feel? Get excited. You already know. It's Merch Life University. Get excited. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. This is class number 8, man. How to build confidence, part 2. Get excited about that, man. So today, you know what I'm saying? As we allow some time, for people to come in and everybody to get ready, everybody to slide through for this link to get shared. If you watching this, go share that link with about 5 people that you care about. You feel me? If you watching this, 5 people in your mind that you would stick up for, go share this to them. Go share this to them people, man. You already know. Share this with them, man. So, what's today's class about? It's about how to build confidence. As you know, we touched on this in one of our previous sessions, and it was amazing. It was immaculate. It was awesome. It was powerful. It was merch-tastic. Welcome to Merch Life University. You already know. Let me move this out the way real quick. You already know. Get excited. Wham! The broadcast has begun. It is started. You already know. I'll take my name off of here. But yeah, man. So, how to build confidence, part 2, man. I'm gonna share this with a few more people. And oh, there it is. I got my phone right here. And as you know, last time we talked about this, we spoke on, what it is to have confidence, what it is to be confident, what it means to really just live in the authentic, you know what I'm saying, in the real, in the you that you really are. We talked about what it is to be that, right? And how it's okay to be yourself because everybody else is taken. You feel me? Everyone else is taken, man. So why not be you? Why not be you? All right. So how to build confidence, part 2. My wonderful co-host, you feel me? He has some words of wisdom, some things of that's one of his gifts, man. He's a confidence coach. You feel me? He's the person that's going to get you all the way on your ish, if you will. You feel me? He's the person that's going to you know what I'm saying, that's going to ignite the real you inside of you. You feel me? That's going to help you remind yourself of who you really are. You feel me? So without further ado, you already know I got to bring on one of the greatest friends I've ever had. You feel me? My guy, man, the co-host, Mr. Mifflin.
What up, man? How you feel? I'm feeling good, man. Feeling real good. Can't complain. Been a beautiful day. Sun was shining. I'm here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's awesome, man. I really let me turn this down a little bit. I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you coming through and doing this with us one more again. This is the university, man. We founded this, John. We, you know what I'm saying, we put it together, we conceptualized it, we actually made it a real thing, you feel me? And it's here. It's here, man. So in your personal experience, right? Like business, entrepreneurship aside, you know what I'm saying, business aside, in your personal experience, you feel me, what would you say is the key to confidence? Or if there's multiple ones, what are the keys? Like, what does one need to be a confident individual? You feel me?
I mean, to be confident, you really just gotta have deep belief and love within self. Um, if you got a lack of self love, you can't really look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I'm that guy" or "I'm that lady," and truly believe that in your heart. Then you won't be able to accomplish anything because at the end of the day, if you're out there running a marathon, When your legs get tired, you're the only person that can talk to them legs and tell them legs to keep moving. So if you have no faith in your abilities and who you are, confidence will never be present. So I think it's really true belief in self and your ability to be resilient based off of who you believe you are, no matter
Word,
what.
word. That's a word right there, bro. That's crazy. And listen, man, I just gotta I gotta say, bro, I appreciate that. You feel me? That's like it's probably the dopest shit I heard all day, yo. Because letting somebody you know what I'm saying, really understand, really break down, like, all right, so off of what you said, right? I gotta break it down. I gotta get deeper. You feel me? Like, how does one grasp, you know what I mean? Like, there's a less difficulty level to doing what you just said than there is for someone in the mix, you know what I'm saying, that's confident or non-confident, however they are. Somebody that's in the mix and they face adversity. How does one maintain that confidence? Like, how do they, like, you know what I'm saying? You got the confidence, but then you go out there and there's somebody more confident than you doing the same thing you doing. How do you maintain your confidence in the face of adversity?
The main thing is you gotta just not give a fuck about what the next person is doing. There's always going to be somebody that may be greater in others' eyes, but how can they be greater than you if you think you're the greatest? That's all that matters. It's only you and them. It's never you and a group of people. It's only you, yourself, and that other person that you up against. So who are they? They're just another person. But the only thing stopping you from being better than them or beating them is yourself. So there really is no competition. Confidence is love of self, true love of self, beyond natural thought.
Yeah, that answers, bro. The answer was awesome. You feel me? And I ask you these questions because I want the viewers, I want people listening. You feel me? I want them to understand what confidence really is and how they can tap into that. But not only how they can tap into it, but how they, because there's going to be distractions, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be trials. You feel me? It's going to be tribulations. It's going to be somebody that's listening. They're going to start something brand new that they never did before in their life, and they're going to be good at it for the first couple times or whatever, and they're going to be excited about it. And then somebody's going to come and try to crush their whole dream and tell them they shouldn't do that and they can't do that. And look at this, what makes sense? And you know what I'm saying? And this, and that. And they're going to be talking about the right now. That person that's trying to get the other person and stop doing whatever they're confident about doing, they're going to be talking about the right now and not the future that this person, this other person, this confident person is invested in. So I really want the listeners to be able to take what you just said about maintaining the confidence and understand that it's okay to be confident, but when that obstacle comes, when that trial comes, when that tribulation happens, you got to be able to withstand whatever is being put on top of you and still stay confident. You feel me? Because like I said, that's more difficult than just being confident. Get excited. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And when it comes to like adversity, since we going into that, how do you feel about confidence in the realm of, because I asked you about personally, right? I asked you about entrepreneurship aside, business aside, right? So how do you feel about someone that's already, like, that deserves to be confident in another area, right? Somebody that's already destroying the game in one genre of life, right? And then they go into something else that's totally new to them, something that's like brand new. They got to learn everything about it and all of that type of stuff, right? Can you please let the viewers know why loving yourself will get you through times even when other people hate what it is that you're doing?
Well, first, it just goes back to what I said previously. You can't care about what another person says. A lot of times, you focus more on what other people may think based off how you came up, or in your childhood, maybe something happened to you in your child, even as an adult. Maybe you got your first job, and somebody may have told you didn't know what you were doing, that you're an idiot. They told you something that hardened your heart in a certain place, and in a certain area, now you struggle because every time you think of that particular incident that happened to you, you find yourself struggling in that area where this fear comes upon you. So now that fear takes over whom you are. Now it's hard for you to exude that confidence or show the true you because of fear. You put up a wall. So it stops you from acting in your true nature. So a lot of times you have to just forget about what anybody has to say and truly ignore what people have to say and continue to act in your true nature because that's true confidence. And that's how you're going to not worry about what other people are thinking or what's going on. Because what they say has no it's not gonna do anything to you unless you allow it.
Right, exactly. What they say has no meaning, right? So I'm gonna just play the serpent's advocate. You feel me? And I'm gonna treat this duality with respect. I'm gonna say, what if? Well, I'm gonna be this person, right? What if it's not about you necessarily worrying about what the people think or what they say, but what if
Mhm.
your like your livelihood or your goal or whatever you're trying to do depends upon those opinions of a certain target of people? How would you say that how would you incorporate love of self into you becoming appealing toward a certain audience that is, like your customer or whatever the case may be?
So basically to be appealing to that audience, or say an individual is so you were saying like if they were in a specific niche or a specific thing like being on the internet, like clarify exactly what you're asking for me.
I'm saying like any demographic, right? So say like even if I'm a mechanic, right? If I'm a mechanic or something, but I come every time I come around, I'm super duper clean and I got on the suit. Like you feel me? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're not gonna believe I'm working on cars. Every time you see me, my hands is clean. You know what I'm saying? So like what would you say about and I'm confident in that. I'm confident as the dude that's super dapper, right? As the dapper mechanic, right? Now
Mhm.
now what would you say about self-love for somebody that is doing something and they love what they're doing, but they're not appealing to the market that they're trying to target?
Oh, okay. So basically the people or the thing that they're trying to accomplish is not resonating the right energy. So basically, they have to not really worry about the people who don't like it. They have to continue acting in that particular space because the more confident they get in that particular space, the more of that positive energy is going to come your way. So, meaning the more positive people who are on that same frequency will come your way. Remember, there's only 16 personalities in the world. So, those people who are reacting negatively are those people who just adversely want to come after you because they're just a lower they're low they're vibrating at a lower vibration than you and they just want to attack you in a negative way, or those are people who just don't resonate with that particular energy or that particular personality at that time. So that's how you have to focus on that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, let me get my screen back over here real quick. Yeah, man. So I like that. I like that, bro. I like that because now, I feel as though the people listening will be able to really fine tune. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to like we in the university right now. So when it comes down to entrepreneurship and it comes down to somebody trying to do something that's going to accumulate income, but make it also something that they love, right? They
Hmm.
Now they say they'll tell you when you grow up, they'll tell you that that's rare. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to school to get a good job to, you know what I'm saying, pay for school. They even try to trick you into thinking that this arbitrary type of living is something that you do love to do, right? So then, so then when that, so for real, because it happened to me. So then when that happens, you're like, all right, bet I'm gonna just, conform and go with, the demographic of the corporate, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever type of matrix that they trying to put you in. You feel me? Because there's several different matrices. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna conform to that, right? Now, when I asked about adversity and upholding confidence within entrepreneurship, I really asked this because I see a lot of entrepreneurs that have a great plan, they have a great product or service, they have a great presence, all of that, right? But they're not reaching enough people. You feel me? I see a lot of that. And when it comes to you doing something, right? Any person that's doing something over and over again, but they're not getting the gratification that they deserve for what they're doing, it eventually will make the person not want to do it anymore, right? Like you'll
Oh,
eventually,
definitely,
you know
definitely.
what I'm
But you,
saying? Right.
yeah, but what you got to do is you got to look at the demographic that you're targeting and ask yourself: Are you really truly trying to reach them, or are you trying to impress the other group to push it towards them? You feel what I'm saying? Like you might be trying to make this one particular group who said who's like, "Oh no, you suck at what you're doing," accept it rather than pushing it more to the envelope of the individuals who really need it. Say if you're a coach, right, and you're trying to attract individuals who went through relationship issues or child neglect, which all turned into relationship issues, right, later on, and um, they're dealing with this particular issue, and you're trying to reach that person, but it's a couple of group of people. So you put out an ad stating that, hey, if you're dealing with some type of childhood trauma, and you give an overview of what the trauma was and how it's affecting your adulthood. You say, reach out to me. I can show you 10 ways to think more positive, or how to build your confidence. And then somebody comes after you and says, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not no you didn't go to school to be a doctor to be coaching people. You don't have a coaching certificate. You don't have this, you don't have that. And they're just basically attacking that person. So instead of that person who was being attacked going after the person who was attacking them, they can focus their audience. They can focus more on their audience rather than the people who are not going to support them. Because it just doesn't make sense to keep on going after it, keep on that's the definition of insanity. Trying things the same way over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And we always go after it that way. And we shouldn't.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. That's facts. I mean, you know, responding to, showing attention to, any type of reciprocating any type of energy towards negative energy is only gonna bring about more negative energy. You feel me? So it gotta be like, you definitely right. Definitely gotta ignore that type of stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when it comes to like for me, when it comes to building confidence, I definitely am good at doing stuff in front of people that I understand have negative energy towards me, like doing positive stuff in front of them, right? So like if it's somebody on the field or whatever, and I'm in the mix, and it's like a negative type of person in the mix, I'll do something super positive with someone else in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I walk in a barbershop and I come in there and I pitch the first person in the back, you know what I'm saying? And he like, all right, bet he buy one or whatever. I pitch the next person, he on some shit. And then I pitch the third person. You feel me? By the time I get to the third person, I didn't probably said something that made the whole room laugh, or he probably done said something that I done rebutted, or like when somebody does or says anything negative, right? I immediately take that energy and transform that shit back into something positive, immediately. Like there's no way you can walk in a big ass room full of people trying to sell something to any one of them and let somebody get you out of here. Like you got to be on point. Whatever, you got to be on point. Like if anything that somebody says, I have to be ready at any time to turn a negative into a positive. You feel me? So I definitely agree with you. Um, when you said that too, like, because it gets real. You feel me? It gets real. You cannot show energy to that type of stuff. You gotta wherever you where what is it called? How do they say it? They say wherever
Whatever
energy
you focused
wherever
on,
energy
whichever energy
goes.
you focus on, is which energy you receive.
Right.
Yep.
That too. The same thing. Wherever
Mhm.
energy goes, that's what grows. You feel
Yeah.
me? So
Fact.
whatever you what I'm saying, invested into, that shit is gonna multiply. So you feel me? I definitely agree with you on that, man. But I got another question though about confidence, man. And this one, this question is like, from an entrepreneur standpoint as well. You feel me? It's like when somebody is, you know, in the mix and they really one of those people that's like really good at what they do, right? But at the time, they're reaching enough people. You know what I'm saying? They're perfectly capable of doing all the things that they can do, right, to get where they're trying to go. That's what I'm saying. Like they're they're
Mhm.
they're perfectly capable. They have all the tools and all the everything, right? They they shouldn't have no issue doing it, right? Except the person isn't like mentally, the mental capacity isn't really there. Like what about the person that everybody looks at that should be super duper confident, right? He got it all together, right? In the public eye. But what about him not being able to actually do shit because of where he's at mentally, confidence wise? What would you say to that guy? You know what I'm saying? That's the opposite of what I asked you before. That's not the guy coming up from nothing. That's the boy that already got it all together, but he just fell off in the head and he just chilling at the top. Like, I could do some other shit, but I'm just chill because of his confidence. What would you say about the person that has it all already? That's not confident.
Wow. If they have it all and they're not confident, it still goes back to something that happened. You know what I mean? Something can trigger it. A lot of times you see people who are super confident and they've been super confident, something happened to them in their childhood. And they say, I'm never gonna let this shit happen to me again. Like, look at Floyd Mayweather. You know, something happened to him in his childhood and his past. He used that to fuel who he is right now. Mike Tyson, same thing. But in the end, they all had some type of thing that happened to them when they were children. That once it's triggered, it can open up that same unconfident person. So you got to stay focused and know that you can be attacked at any time. And at any given time, one of those triggers will set you off. But you got to still stay focused in that moment. I say that um, that's probably the number one issue in most cases, from my experience.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I asked that because that's the other entrepreneurs. Remember when I said thank you. Remember when I said, yo, it's a lot of people that I'm saying that's coming up and they don't got the confidence to do it. Now I'm talking about the boy that done came up, but he don't got the confidence to like go higher. Now it's
It still
like,
has to be discovered though. Confidence got to be discovered because when we was kids, right?
uh huh,
You see the little girl on the playground that you like, whatever. You gonna do the most courageous thing that you can do to try to get her attention. And in that moment, if you get her attention, now you're gonna be confident forever. But if she play you for the rest of your life, you gonna have trouble with confidence until you defeat that moment. And it
yeah,
sucks it happens that way, but that's how it happens.
yeah, that's how it be though. You're right. That's
Mhm.
definitely how it be because you gotta get that win back. You gotta get that W back. Once you hold the L, you gotta get the W back. As a man, that's how it be, bro. So yeah, I definitely understand, man, where the confidence is, how to find it. And I'm saying, like you said, it has to be discovered. We can't really, I'm saying, put fish in people's mouths, bro. Like I'm saying, the first principle of merchology is you don't feed nobody fish. You take them to the lake. You
That's
know what I'm saying? That's the first principle of merchology. I just want you to have the same resources that I have. You feel me? And we do what we do with them, Johns. You feel me? We both gonna make decisions and choices, but I can't give you some of mine. I could take you to where I got it though. You feel me? So it's like, wham. Now we both got more. Because if I would have gave you some of mine, we both would have had less than if I got mine and you got yours, right?
Yeah, but you gotta realize whenever you give, it magnifies you. That's how it works. That's how the universe works. You have to give something to
Ooh,
receive something. And a lot of
that,
people don't look at that.
that's dope.
You got to look at why you keep going higher. But a lot of people are like, I'm going higher, but I'm losing people. Well, you're losing weight. You're carrying dead weight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get mad if you start running, you start losing that stomach. Oh man, I'm losing my keg there, or you know what I mean, my jelly roll. Like you're not gonna be mad because you're losing that belly. You're gonna
Right.
leave it there. You're gonna be like, I don't never want that back. So you gotta look at those people like excess fat. That's killing you. It's your, what I mean, it's your health at risk now because those people around you, they using you.
Mm.
You understand? So I even had to go through that when I started, elevating, and going to new levels and different things like that. People I thought were going to be my friends or you know, or somebody associated with forever. A lot of those people are not even present. Like we haven't spoken in years.
It's
They
crazy.
where they are, and I'm where I am. So
Mm. Listen, man, the dopest, bro. It's the dopest. You feel me? Like how to build confidence, part 2, man. Get excited. You got anything to say before we you know what I'm saying? Because it's that's the mark. We done hit our time. But what you got anything for the people before we get up out of here?
yeah, man. I would just say to everybody, you gotta remember, in the midst of your darkest hour is where you find yourself. So in that dark place, in that dark space where you're going through those valleys and you're failing, but you continue to keep trying, you consistently trying, that's when you're gonna truly find you. Adversity. You find yourself on the other side of adversity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's dope, bro. I already know how
Yeah,
it be, you feel me?
yeah, yeah.
They
My
be
son ran in here on me.
mine's was running around too. You already know. Get excited, man. But yeah, so that was great, bro. I appreciate you sliding through, man. Get excited. You already know. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parapreneurs across the globe. This was Merch Life University class number 8, How to Build Confidence, part 2. Part two, baby. You already know. And we'll see y'all next week, man. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Get excited.